I watched that fight. Me and my father and my cousin Bubba watched the fight, and like everybody else around the world, I think it was. We were yelling at the TV, shadow boxing at the TV. Oh man, but I was extremely happy for Andy, because as a fighter, as a friend, you know what these fighters are going through. You know that I've known Andy ever since we were 13 or 14-year-olds when the nationals back in Mexico. I used to see him. He was the center of attention. Everybody loves seeing Andy. For a lot of people, he surprised the world, man. He surprised for a lot of people. He he shocked everybody. But people who knew Andy, who really know Andy, that for his friends in the gym, people like me that have known him for a long time, it wasn't that much of a surprise because we know what Andy was capable of doing. We know Andy's been doing that ever since he was a kid. I remember seeing Andy, he going up against big guys, buff guys, and Andy, the short. Everybody would laugh at him because he was fat, but he had bombs in his hand, speed. He was just impressive, knocking everybody out. And what he did to Manny Joshua, for a lot of people it was a surprise, but it wasn't so much for certain people who like myself that know Andy. We know what he's capable of, and I was very happy because for Andy he's a great fighter and he wasn't out there where he should be. And it's frustrating to see fighters like Andy Linder, like I know a lot of fighters out there who I know they're super talented, but nobody's looking at them. They're sleeping on them. They're not paying attention to these fighters who I know they're talented and they can beat these other champions, like in Andy's case, and he did it. So I was very happy not only for Andy but for Manny Robles as well. Manny Robles, I know he's a great guy. One of the persons that he means a lot in my life. He's a big part of my life. He helped me become a world champion, and I got nothing but love and respect for Manny Robles, and seeing him being in the corner with Andy, and they both worked so hard to get to that position and winning. It was just yelling at the TV. I couldn't express how much joy I had that night.
I've known Andy. I would say that I started interviewing him and talking to him maybe about 5 years ago, and he's always real humble, you know, uh, real cool, real laid back. Oh yeah, like, uh, and when I went to go and and hang out with him, I was talking to Manny, and Andy was sitting right there, and we were talking about why he was gonna win the fight. And Manny says, "When's the last time you ever seen a heavyweight fight like a featherweight?" And he says, "This guy's this big. Look at him, but he fights like fucking Oscar Valdez." And it's natural for Manny to say it because you guys have that connection.
Yeah.
So he probably compares everybody that walks into the gym to you in some way. What do you think when you hear that?
Um, Joy, 100% joy to hear that from Manny. Like I said, man, me and Manny, I got nothing but love for him and for Edgar Hasso. They're a they're a big part of my life. They helped me become a world champion. Got nothing but great memories with them. To this day, we're still great friends. We talk. And, I'm extremely happy to see him now that he's with Andy, and they're successful, and they're gonna win again with Anthony Joshua. I know it because I know the work ethic that Manny has. He always pushes you to that next level, and this is a perfect combination for Andy and Manny to become legends, because I know the work ethic. I know how Manny is. All right, one more round. Let's do it. Let's. He pushes you. He pushes you. He always knows those right words to motivate you and give that extra in the gym. So I know Andy's gonna be 100% ready for whatever he got in front of him.
Prediction?
Andy's gonna knock him out again.
What rap? What rap?
I don't know. I
Come on,
don't
man.
know.
I'm filling up my
I
bet.
don't know.
My bet.
Before the sixth round, he's gonna knock him out. Before the sixth round, it won't.
All right.
It won't go by.
I'll take that.